Luxury is no longer as desirable as it used to be, and the market already suffers from it. Hold on, let's explain. For decades, luxury watches have been more than just timekeeping devices. They have been symbols of status, craftsmanship, and exquisite engineering. But all that is beginning to change. The luxury watch market has experienced tremendous growth and popularity over the years, with timepieces commanding jaw-dropping prices and coveted by collectors worldwide. However, in recent times, there have been signs that the bubble might be bursting for this once thriving industry. It's time we explore the factors contributing to the possible decline of the luxury watch market and whether it's truly the end of an era. Hey there folks, so a while ago, the prices of previously owned watches reached an all-time high, and it was impossible to get a new Rolex or Patek Philippe because retailers worldwide were sold out. Some believed the hopeful demand was overstated for a few reasons, and that it did not indicate a sustained upswing that established companies could ride out permanently. Alas, this was our first sign that a bubble was ready to burst. Fast forward to 2023 and there's been a significant decrease in interest in pre-owned watches. In fact, interest is dangerously close to its lowest point in the last 2 years. That could be a clear sign that the luxury watch industry is reaching a turning point, and established watchmakers should take notice. First, there is a more incredible rivalry, and the market has reached its maximum capacity as a result of an increase in the number of competing luxury watch firms and products and an increase in the number of exceptional watches. The exclusivity of owning a luxury watch is becoming less desirable. Yes, you heard that right. Second, wealthier Gen Z members prefer the hip, up-and-coming brands like Richard Mille, Jacob & Co. and Roger Dubuis. This preference is especially prevalent in Asia. This shift from Generation X and Generation Y to Generation Z, already the most influential generation today and anticipated to become the primary client group for watch manufacturers by the year 2030, will take a lot of work for many established organizations to manage. And we really hope all our favorite brands do so because, hey, no matter how we deny it, Gen Z is already the most influential generation today. Moreover, younger customers who grew up with technology are more open to smartwatches and crave the latest digital innovations. Luxury watchmakers have slowly embraced this trend, which could cost them in the long run. Several high-end watchmakers already believe that smartwatches do not threaten the industry in which they operate, and on the contrary, they are encouraging younger customers to upgrade to mechanical watches. Nevertheless, if you, as a luxury brand or any brand really, want to avoid repeating the error that Kodak, Nokia, and other well-established gasoline-powered auto manufacturers did when confronted with technological disruption, then simply don't do the same thing. Late in 2021 and early 2022, there were a few plausible one-time drivers that contributed to the insanity of the watch market. First, widespread acclaim was bestowed upon NFTs and Bitcoin for their achievements. There are a few luxury watchmakers who have begun to accept cryptocurrencies as payment. As expected, this has made luxury timepieces more affordable to a broader range of purchasers, including individuals who have successfully invested in digital assets and obtained windfalls due to their investments. Demand is decreasing due to the significant slowdown experienced by the Bitcoin and NFT markets. Anyway, the hype has cooled down and that temporary boost in demand is fading away. Second, there was a temporary increase in the amount of discretionary income that was spent on watches as a result of the fact that many Chinese customers were prevented from traveling abroad due to travel restrictions. Third, demand has increased due to historically low interest rates, which has made money relatively inexpensive. The momentary boost in demand hid the critical transition period through which the watch industry is currently passing, but it has become significantly more apparent due to the index decline. There is no question in our minds that the market for luxury watches will continue to expand. However, there will be more distinct separation between the most successful businesses and the others. It's been a while since quality and handiwork were the primary selling features, but those days are long gone. Why? Customers do not react emotionally when brands keep their traditional narrative centered on the products they sell. Experiencing a well-established brand, such as Roger Dubuis, which takes an exceptional storytelling approach to creating hyperwatches for hyper lives, was a lot more exciting to consider. Consequently, the brand is well liked among affluent young people worldwide interested in wristwatches. Beyond the high quality of their products and the skilled artistry of their makers, the success of luxury watch businesses will depend on their ability to convey a compelling, unique, and, most importantly, authentic story about their company. As the industry rapidly transitions from serving an elderly clientele to a younger one, many of whose members do not even own a watch, the importance of developing desirable items is higher than ever. In fact, the importance of making attractive products has never been higher than it is right now. Members of other societies have already experienced the swiftness and disruption caused by such a transition. Gen Zers are more likely to be attracted to brands that tell intriguing stories. They are concerned about whether or not the brand's values correspond with their own, and they want to know the logic behind the activities taken by the brand. Gen Zers, who are storytellers in their own right, have little choice but to educate themselves on the histories of the companies they want to purchase. If luxury watch businesses can figure out how to tell the story of their brand from the point of view of their customers, they will have a much better chance of engaging with shoppers in the millennial and Gen Z generations. In that case, there is no chance of salvation for them. Putting a concentration on innovation is yet another critical approach that should be utilized. Gen Z consumers need solid loyalty to established brands because they prefer spending money on up-and-coming businesses. The typical age of a Chinese luxury goods customer is 29, making this country's population the youngest clientele in the world. It is becoming increasingly difficult for many well-established manufacturers of luxury automobiles and timepieces to remain competitive in their respective markets. This is also becoming true of the luxury automobile industry. There is a strong connection between how well a brand is perceived to be innovating and its popularity among younger people. Luxury watch manufacturers must respond satisfactorily to the question, what exactly are you selling? If you will refer to it as a dream, at least be more specific about which one you are referring to. What distinguishes this dream from others that I've had? How can you work yourself into the everyday routine of a customer? Which emotions do you want your audience to experience due to your presentation? What can you give that is not only an increase in technology but significantly improves the quality of service provided to customers? These are the kind of questions that are challenging to provide exact responses to for the majority of brands. The sole focus of luxury watch brands on timepieces prevents them from increasing their role in the client's dynamic and changing digital, connected, and adaptive way of life. This is another way luxury watch brands need more diversification in their business strategies. Watch manufacturers catering to the luxury market are running out of time. While the luxury watch market may face challenges, it is essential to note that it is not necessarily the end of this esteemed industry.